This is going to be a video with 6 tips for you to get your loop tracks when you're recording and performing live in time, every time. Tip number 1 is to play through the groove first before recording it. So if you're laying down a guitar groove, it's much easier to be playing it and then record it. And hopefully that should be nicely in time. It's much easier to do that than to simply get everything ready and then I'm going to delete that now and then go. Because we tend to speed up or slow down a little bit and settle into a groove. The same applies if you're playing chords to start off with. Play through it once or twice. And you're going to get a better result. Tip number 2 is to start on a strong beat. This will usually be the first beat of the bar. There are some exceptions where you want to change it. But if you're recording, instead of starting on a strange beat, if you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be the same beat that you're going to tap your foot anyway. So, and hopefully the same beat as your either strumming, so that your hand and your foot are recording at the same time, or it's going to be you might be picking or that sort of thing. Try and match the same action with your foot and your hand that's strumming, that's playing, so they're at the same time. Again, usually that would be on the first beat. So 3, 4. Then you'll find you get a lot more. They're going to be a lot more consistent if you use a strong beat. Okay, tip number 3: experiment with recording different parts first. So, let's say, for example, we're going to go back to I used Donovan Frankenreiter's "It Don't Matter" tune at the start. So experiment with what works best for you. It might be that recording this rhythm part works best for you to start off with. And that gives you a good base for your timing that you can overdub. And then pick in the bass. And then you're good, you've got your track. It may work out for you that doing the guitar part works better. Experiment with this for different tracks and what works for yourself. It can help a lot with different options. Also on this point, if you have a 2-channel recorder, like I'm using the TC Helicon Voice Live 3, if you have something like that has 2 separate channels, sometimes you can record a loop. If you have a long loop, you could record just a dummy rhythm. Just nice and short that's in time, and then you can play along with that. And then now your loop's nicely in time. You haven't had to try and keep time consistently for the whole length of those 4 bars. So that's it's like another little sneaky tip. in number 3 there for you. Okay, number 4 is move your body. If you actually get into the groove and feel and move around a bit, this can help massively. Then if you get too serious and focused, like, right, I'm going to get this in time, and try and match it up. So moving your body and just having fun and getting in with the groove, this can help massively with getting your loops. If we go back to this, we'll use the same. But just enjoy playing and kind of moving around. You'll find you've got a natural sense of, I'm a terrible dancer, I'm terrible move-wise with my body. So that's, if you can't tell, that's me moving around, grooving. Again, just some movement will help your loop timing. Same goes if you're doing a little moving can help you keep in time. The other thing you'll find is, I find singing along. If you sing what you're playing, now I only have my guitar recording on the loop. So some of you that use your microphone as well, if you're going to do this, make sure you're away from the microphone, or just sing something silently, like, if that's your rhythm. You can do that without making too much noise. And you'll find that helps with your timing of your loop. Once you've got that first one, you've got a good framework to work from. Number 5 that links in with all of this is trust yourself. And this comes as a combination of practice, but it also is a state of mind as well that you can be in and just go with it. Is if you're trying to count and concentrate really hard on beat 1, okay, here it comes. You tend to create a pause and speed up and slow down a little bit, which doesn't make it so good when it comes around. Okay, now, I did that on purpose, I exaggerated that, but I see that happen a lot. So if you, again, tip 1, you just play the groove through first, and just trust yourself that you know what you're doing. Keep it nice and relaxed. And you should get a really nice smooth transition. It obviously helps the more you practice, the more you're going to trust yourself, and this will be an ongoing cycle to help get you better and better and better. Lastly, tip number 6, practice with a metronome. This is probably the most annoying one for a lot of people, and you may not want to do it, but it is very valuable. Some time spent with a metronome and playing the parts on repeat that you're going to loop. So, for example, I just filmed how I do a loop of September by Earth, Wind and Fire, and I start with it's purely just a rhythm part to set the timing, set the tempo for the rest of the loop that I create on the second track. But if you're going to do this, you want to get comfortable doing this, and you want it to feel natural, so that when you record a loop, it feels natural. It's got a groove in it, and you're not having to concentrate too hard on what your fingers are doing. So there you go, 6 tips to help you get your loops in time. I hope they help you. I hope they add a bit of new information and something you can test out. to improve your guitar playing and improve your live performing. So this is crucial if you're doing loops live. You don't want to be deleting things and having to start again. It really doesn't work very well for your performance. So happy playing, have fun with it, and see you in the next video.